Aloha and welcome to today's episode of Wayfinder Hidden Archives of the Mystimon Saga. I am your host, Seth R. Mitchell, aka GM Seth, and these are my victims. Players.
No, you mean victim.
Well, when you're being traumatized by Xulgoth, I guess they're both the same. When we last left our investigators... Oh, by the way, we do have a new player with us today. Dennis, introduce yourself.
You want me to give a quick description of what I look like?
Sure.
Alright. Dennis is a short human with tan skin and dark brown hair. He has a large burn scar across his right cheek, and a large pair of red-tinted goggles over his eyes. A large, thick black cloak covers much of him. Under the cloak you can see he carries some sort of backpack, and a red light is emanating from under the cloak. He walks with a bit of a hunt and smiles a bit too largely.
Great.
And that explains why we were locked in a dungeon together.
Yep, Frederick and Dennis, you met each other in the dungeon of Xulgoth's crazy funhouse castle. You did find your way out.
Right?
You did find your way out, but let me backtrack. How did we get here? So, when we last left our investigators, you had come here because Kuai was in trouble. Kuai has been put into some kind of deep sleep curse. Supposedly by Xulgoth. And so you were sent here to find the focus for this curse. Somewhere in this castle. At least according to Ira's mother, Luna. So you are here searching for the focus for this curse. To destroy it, to save Kuai. And immediately as you entered, you noticed everything was changing. The stairs were moving, the hallways were moving, everything was moving. The whole castle was changing itself to its own whims.
Wait, this is the Harry Potter castle?
And what's more, when we last left Bifrost and Kia, they were in a hallway filled with mirrors. Funhouse mirrors. And they had just spotted a strange shadow creature that arose from the floor. It was levitating about a couple of feet off the floor. And it had azure blue eyes. And it looked at them for a moment. And then disappeared through the door they had just come through. Wrong shadow. Sorry, my players are playing around in the Discord.
Don't let us distract you.
And Frederick, you had fallen from the stairs as they were moving down into the depths of the castle. It was here that you met Dennis. and you escaped Xulgoth's dungeon together, where you were being tortured.
7 points of falling damage sound fair?
It was quite a bit more than that, but
Okay.
There were mattresses
Well,
at the bottom.
we'll say you spent some time healing yourselves.
You were caught in the loving embrace of tentacle.
Oh my gods. Yes, there were
Didn't realize it was
tentacles.
that kind of game.
And so, this is where we pick up. As Frederick and Dennis are making their way through these changing hallways and staircases, trying to find some way out of this crazy fun house, and you just about straight up bump into Bifrost. As
I have a
Bifrost
short
is
description
looking
of
around
Frederick
in this... What was that?
When we get a second, can I have a description of Frederick and Bifrost?
Sure. Frederick, why don't you describe yourself?
In one simple sentence, I am the generic town guard out of an Elder Scrolls game.
Are you going to talk about sweet rolls and arrows to the knee?
Oh god.
He used to be an adventurer.
Frederick is a member of the Magi Guard, sent to observe the Wayfinder Society, because there have been questions about the Wayfinder Society's involvement in all the strange goings-on. Some people think that they're responsible for what's been going on and not responsible for stopping it. And so Frederick is here as an observer and participant to hopefully clear some suspicions from the Wayfinder Society.
And now also the Hidden Archives, apparently.
So, for my part of things, I am Bifrost. I am an automaton. So I'm perhaps the only automaton you've ever met. The odds are slim because we were all, with some minor exceptions, created by the same being who is now a god. I am a brass man, basically, wearing armor, four-armed, with usually a lot of things going on. I have no face. It is a featureless, reflective brass surface. So when you look at me, very often what you see is yourself. And then I have these stylized wings that don't flap, they don't move, they don't allow me to fly in the sky. Although they do have vents through them that allow me to push out high pressure air to allow me to float for a period of time each day, if I so choose. And I am, in fact, a cleric of Niven, who is a former PC from far back, apparently, but also my creator.
Cool.
So, yes, when you first come across me, you will find that I have my shield with an emblazoned glowing blue book on it. I'm also holding a journal and writing into it, and my fourth hand is currently free just in case. And I'm looking back towards a door through which a strange blue-eyed phantom just ran. A phantom of Kia, who I guess is either NPC'd or disappeared at the moment.
You rolled an occultism check on that, and you believe that it wasn't a Phantom of Kia or anyone. You believe that it was a Mystimon, but you can't. It's on the tip of your brain. You can't remember what it is exactly, but you believe it is a Mystimon.
How pointy is your brain?
Oh gods.
If he gives a description of it, can I roll?
Sure.
So I turn around to see both Frederick and Dennis, and it's like, oh, you're free. We were hoping to find you. We had something.
Bifrost, right?
Yes, indeed. And you were Frederick, right?
Correct. Though I prefer to go simply by Rick.
Ah, thank you, Rick. A pleasure. And then Bifrost looks to Dennis and says, "Ah, and I have no idea who you are. Pleasure. I am called Bifrost."
Hi, I'm Dennis.
Dennis. That is a good name.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Dennis the Menace?
I hope not.
He quickly walks up to you, almost scurryily so, and kind of begins to check out your arms.
Oh, yes, these are arms, like your arms, except articulated, perhaps in different fashion. And two of them were not part of my original construction.
He's not listening. He gets out some tools from his packs and he starts gently dinging on your arms.
Oh, that tickles just a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
No. I think you have a similar function if you apply pressure at a certain place. I've heard it called a funny bone, but I've never found anyone laughing.
As the GM laughs uncontrollably.
That happens, especially with Cyber around. And Bifrost too.
Dennis turns to Frederick. Freddy, friend?
Certainly not foe.
Alright.
There are no facial expressions, so you cannot see that Bifrost is disappointed that Rick does not consider him a friend. You will never know.
So, Bifrost, do you describe the creature that you just saw?
Yes, people that I have just now spotted. I will tell you all about a creature that disappeared through that door. And then I proceed to describe the strange blue-eyed phantom-like creature that looked vaguely like either myself or Kia.
It didn't look like either of you. It was just a shadow.
Well, it looked like a person. It looked like a shadow with blue eyes that seemed to come up off of a flat surface and run through a door.
So, to give you a more accurate description, it didn't look like a person, per se. It looked like an ashy shadow, that kind of had like a cloak over its head, but you couldn't see any facial features except these glowing azure blue eyes. It didn't look like it had any arms either, and it didn't look like it had any legs. It was levitating above the floor about a couple of feet, and it looked at you for a second and then disappeared through the door.
Also back through that door was Xulgoth, but I don't think that there's a lot more that we can glean from speaking with him at this moment.
So, when Bifrost gives that description, Dennis and Frederick, you can both make occultism checks. Let's see if someone can figure out what it was.
Not me.
Probably not. But it seems Dennis does. Dennis, when he describes that, you're like, wait, no, that can't be. Are you sure you saw that? Here?
I am very certain.
And I'm going to PM you this, Dennis. It's going to show up in your Fantasy Grounds chat.
You haven't sent it yet, right?
I haven't said it yet.
Making sure I didn't just on my part.
Okay. I'm just like, did my voice chat die?
No, just a very pregnant pause.
11 months. Maybe
That
more.
would be long.
So that's what this was, Dennis. You can reveal that information to the other two as you please.
I take one of your metal arms and I kind of squeeze at it with my thumb and my finger.
It doesn't compress. It is brass. The texture is smooth. There are no smithing marks, but there are signs of like gentle depressions here and there from previous injuries that have healed over, not with scar tissue, but with just like slight indentation.
After I tried it for a few times, Dennis says, "I'm trying to pinch you. Wake up."
Oh, I'm not in stasis at this moment that I'm aware of.
Then how could you have seen a dark core, a dreamland Mystimon, huh?
Probably with my perceptors. I have good visual perceptors my creator gave me, and I see many things. For example,
I apologize.
Bifrost, when was the last time you turned in for maintenance, huh?
I usually only let the Gablurans at our ranch do work on me, and only in strict situations. They were the ones who helped add 2 of these arms. Otherwise, the only other person who has worked on me was my creator.
Well, my professional recommendation is that you get yourself checked out, because that doesn't make no sense.
I will look in the next mirror I see.
Kind of
Oh, look,
takes
a mirror.
My, I look quite the same as I have seen before.
No, actually, when you look at this one, you look really fat.
Oh, yes, this is a funhouse area. I have not eaten, so there is not a reason to gain, but it is the way it is. If you look over here, though, I am surprisingly thin and my arms are so long.
And if you look at the one next to the fat one, your head looks really big.
Oh, I am certain that is true. Some people have said I have something of a big head.
Welcome to Xulgoth's castle. The whole castle is a funhouse.
So you got free from wherever you are. Xulgoth implied that you were tied up.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. With rope and everything.
And tentacles.
But he wasn't expecting me to have fire.
He's not really about anticipation as much as improvisation right now. But it is good that you were here. Kia was with me, and I don't know where they are, and I think others are not far from us. Is Evelyn supposed to be here too?
Evelyn is here with you. She's just
Okay.
a little quiet right now.
Yes, a lot to think about. So, yes, there was a conversation with Xulgoth. It was disappointing. I had hoped that I might get through to him, help him understand that trying to destroy everything is not a productive way to pursue struggles or problems that one has.
You expect him to be productive?
There is always hope.
He's a psychopath.
Destruction has its merits.
I am told that there is a time and a place for everything, but the world does not need to be destroyed in the next cycle. He wishes to summon terrible creatures that would destroy the world for their own personal whims. He seems to think that there would be a place for him in their new creation. But Cthulhu and other creatures like that, they don't have any desire to deal with people. If one of us summons them through, it will be merely a convenience.
Who?
Oh, you do not know about this being. Cthulhu, it is a terrible, great being that lives beyond the world and desires the destruction of everything.
Bad.
Yeah, you could say that. I've never had a chance to speak with it. I don't know if perhaps this is just a mistaken desire, but I think merely it is hungry and wishes to change everything.
I've seen him in the fire before.
So you and Xulgoth would have something to talk about then.
Only once. I ran away. Put the fire out.
That's a good call. I support this.
How long were you in there?
What year is it?
2743.
Oh. At least one.
He was in here. He was in there since the convergence, or since before the convergence.
Oh my. He did not ask you to wear any strange creatures on the back of your head, did he? Bifrost is going to start to look at Dennis and see if
You mean
they
these?
ever reply.
He takes off his goggles, revealing like really clear blue eyes underneath.
You have nice eyes.
Oh, thank you. He slaps the goggles back on his face.
Can I tell if he had a parasite on him?
No.
In the past, I mean, not currently.
No. You can't tell.
All right. Xulgoth, the last time we were here, had prisoners, people that he had captured, that he had placed parasites that took over the body and would eventually destroy the mind of the person. You don't feel as though something is trying to get you to commit acts of violence and destruction, correct?
Nah, those are just fun.
We have another companion you would like. Remind me to introduce you to Esther when you get a chance.
I think the players already met Esther.
Oh, excellent. And the Goblerans would probably find a lot of what you talk about interesting as well. They have a sometime penchant for...
Gesundheit.
Oh God.
Certainly, indeed. So, I'm going to just double back and open the door behind me. I'm assuming that Xulgoth is not in there.
Yeah. When you open the door, instead, you find a completely different room. You find a room that looks like a broom closet now.
This is not the room that we met with Xulgoth in. So, this is not a productive room for us. The thing we are looking for here in the castle to try and save Kuai.
Who?
So we have a companion, a young woman who was staying with us at the ranch for some time. She and her girlfriend were exiled from Calroon due to some poorly chosen ancient legislation, and they were living with us. And it appears perhaps some type of Cthulhuoid being in an old museum may have put the younger one, Kuai, into a Kuai rather, into a coma, and we believe that the
That's
object
with
that we're looking for
one
is
A,
here.
not two.
Yes, and it's not Kuai, as in to look really cute.
It's Kuai. But she is cute. She is cute and cheerful.
So what item do we look for?
I was informed by a prominent psychic that, and also a witch, that we would know it when we see it.
Well, I kind of just want to leave because I've been here for a long time. But
It may be that
Freddie
both
gave
will
me
have to be that way.
Freddie gave me some food in the dungeon, so I said I'd help him. I was hungry.
Are you injured?
No, I'm fine. I was just hungry.
And I also look over Frederick. Are you injured? Do you need healing of some sort?
I should be fine for the time being.
I threw plenty of bombs on him.
Is that bomb with an L or with a B?
Bomb!
An extra B.
Boom! Heal!
Oh,
Oh my god.
this is not an application of bombs that I'm familiar with.
I wasn't either until earlier today.
Apparently
This is a
both
clever.
Bifrost.
Yes.
It is still today, right?
I do not have a way to tell.
Yeah, nobody does, but it is nighttime at this time.
Indeed. So
It's the late evening.
Assuming the windows actually go outside.
theoretically.
You could theoretically tell what time it is.
So if we can find another room with windows, perhaps that may be a solution. I could get you, Dennis, and you, Rick, outside of this place, and you could go for warning, and then I could return to search for the cure for Kuai.
I mean, we're here, and you probably need the extra help.
I have been told such by a number of beings, including Xulgoth. He hinted that I needed help of a variety of means. But there seems to be little rhyme or reason to the layout, so I think the only choice we have is to move on. And Bifrost gestures toward the Hall of Mirrors. Back the way you came, I think, but it is hard to tell.
Have we tried closing the door and opening it again?
You may do so if you wish.
I will give it 2 or 3 closing and openings to see if it changes it.
It's the same broom closet.
Maybe
Oh,
it's a time
consistency.
thing.
We've actually seen walls appear, be moved directly in front of us, so I do believe that there is some shifting that goes on.
What are the
internal-
walls made out of?
What are the
In
walls
this
made
area.
of? The walls are made out of just a gray stone brick.
And what is this door made out of?
This door is a wooden door.
Oh, okay.
It is a wooden door that is ornately designed, and it has has some cute little characters on it.
Ah, an ornate door with Kuai characters. So, yes, the Hall of Mirrors, yes?
After you, my new big robot man, my friend.
Indeed. Is it very dark in here, Seth?
The halls are all lit by these sconces that are lined on both sides of the hall. As you enter with the mirrors there are sconces in between each mirror.
Okay. So we'll proceed down the funhouse hallway.
Alright, so you proceed through the hallway, and you make it to a fork in the way, as it were, where right before you is just a brick wall, and to the left and the right are two more hallways.
Hmm. Do they also have mirrors or not?
They do not. The mirrors ended like halfway through the first hallway.
Bifrost turns to Rick. From which direction did you come?
I feel a little turned around at the moment, but
You came from the
over
hallway
that way?
You came from the hallway on the right.
Hmm. Okay. So, do you have an issue with us proceeding to the left? I do not feel that Dennis would like to return to captivity.
Me neither. Left is fine.
Indeed. So, we proceed to the left.
Hey, no. My cat's doing
Yes,
things she should.
going to the left.
That's a really good goblin voice, though, you just did.
I was just trying to get my cat off the desk.
As we proceed, Bifrost looks to Dennis. Dennis, do you have any special feelings about cats?
Um. mm, um. Um.
They're the slightly pointy ones.
They.
We're not talking about the musical in this case. That one can be divisive. I'm talking about the animal.
Ask me when I'm more drunk.
Should we be able to leave here and return to the ranch, I should warn you that we have quite a number of Nakos on the ranch.
Nakos are house cat, Mystimon. There are quite a large number of them. There are also a large number of Bitors.
This is true. We also have many Bitors and a number of odd phenomena, which I hope both you and Rick will have the chance to enjoy when we return to the ranch.
Enjoy. I think that is a subjective term.
It is a fascinating place.
Yeah, it is fascinating. I guess that is a term for it.
So, where, Dennis, are you from originally?
Oh, well, here and there.
Really?
Yes.
Oh. I've. This is surprisingly vague. I
No,
understand.
no.
Here and there. I'm from multiple places at once.
You would have never heard of it.
This is quite possibly true. I have traveled widely, but do not know every location. I am told that my creator gathered elements of me in a variety of places as well.
I'm sure Cyber can give us a rundown of where Niven got all the pieces of you.
No idea. Some of his travels are retconned and invented after the fact.
I believe that in my bio, I was created somewhere near the Valley of the Kings. So apparently, at some point, Niven dropped in to pick up some interesting stuff from tombs, and I have some of those items in me.
So, as you are progressing down this hallway, you soon come to another hallway, another turn here, and there was a turn on the right, only a wall just came up and blocked that hallway. It seems to want you to go to the left again.
If we do enough of these, we will return to the place we were at.
No.
Agreed. I do not believe it would be fruitful for us to return there. I do not have a way to navigate this location. I was using a spell of location, and I still technically have it up for as long as I maintain concentration.
So it just a stone wall appeared, right?
Yeah.
It moved into place, yes.
Are you strong?
I am probably not more strong than Rick, but I can assist.
Well, I had prepared for just this eventuality.
Oh gods.
And I pull out a pickaxe and I throw it onto the ground.
I thought you were going to blow up the wall for a second.
If
Just
he
you
was,
wait.
just you wait. Okay.
If you do have bombs, I should tell you that fire is very welcome.
Bifrost likes fire.
Yes.
Oh.
To illustrate, I reach over into one of the sconces and sort of bathe my hand in the flames.
Oh. I also engulf my hand in flame as I cast produce flame.
Oh, that is convenient. This is how I heal.
All right.
But
Well,
I can heal you as
I
well.
can healing bomb you 2 different ways.
Yes, you could. I can only heal you one way.
I asked Freddy if he will.
Oh dear gods!
the wall is no more.
I wasn't gonna ask him if he would weaken
No.
the wall so I could
No,
bomb
not-
it, but he's just going through it. That's
not
perfectly
quite,
cool.
not quite that
No.
destructive. But you, I take it you took the pickaxe to the wall, right?
Absolutely.
You took the pickaxe to the wall and immediately knocked a small hole through the wall, small enough that it's large enough you could look through and see the other side. And as you look through, you see the outside. It is indeed nighttime, and you see the light of the 2 moons streaming in. But you probably don't want to go that way because as you look down, you are several stories above the ground.
I wonder if any of them are good.
I have rope.
So, this may be of use, depending. I can get you both to freedom and then return. Rope and my limited flight may allow us to get you both out of here.
Aren't you also missing a companion, though?
I have my companion here, Evelyn, and Kia was just about, and I'm hoping is still with us.
Yeah, Kia kind of disappeared there for a second.
So another person disappeared?
It is a place that seems bent on distraction and confusion, I believe. He intends to try and keep us lost while he is searching for the Black Aegis. If I'm correct, I still detect the cane, right?
Yeah, you do.
Perhaps
Somewhere.
we should keep this location in mind, but continue to look for other companions and the original goal.
That would be desirable, but I do not wish to keep any of you here.
Alternatively,
I already ate my food, so.
Oh.
His work is paid for.
Well, that is excellent. Yes, I possess the levitate spell should we need to. So I can theoretically help us. You guys, I can touch people and use that. I will lose track of where exactly Xulgoth is, though, when I do so.
That feels like something more valuable than escape.
It is of limited value. While he is here in the castle, he is also elsewhere as well. He seems to be using some form of projection, I believe. I do not mean emotional or misunderstanding of others.
He means astral projection. And that is an ability that Xulgoth possesses. He can be in multiple places at the same time.
Peter.
You may want to make notes on that. I can also give you other notes should you wish to fill in the profile you're writing in your journal.
And you don't even know if the version of him that you saw in that room, you don't even know if that was the real him. It could have been just another astral projection.
He has the ability, perhaps even to project and to have tangible feeling, even when it is a projection.
Yes, he does. This is something you have observed in the past.
And felt. He stuck knives in me.
Yeah.
But can you not also hurt him multiple times at multiple places?
I have not been successful in harming him.
What if you blow up 3 copies of him? Do they all take damage?
That's my question.
I don't know that we can summon that many copies here.
Clearly, you haven't used enough fire if you've not hurt him.
Oh, you are correct. I do not have the ability to summon fire as you do. Fire is merely my friend, not my nature.
I think for a second, and then I hand him a vial of alchemist fire. I open up my cloak to reveal lines and lines of alchemist fires.
What are you buying?
Okay, you could all have a story point because I am enjoying this roleplay and interaction here.
Beware, we're 1 point away from making things permanent.
Oh gods.
Yep. You already know one of the things I'd love to make a permanent thing.
What, changing the guard uniform for all the Magi Guard?
Oh gosh, what are you guys doing to me?
So,
Freddy. Also, can I call you Freddy? He calls you Rick. Can I call you Freddy?
I have a feeling if I object, you'll just do it anyway.
No. That's rude.
I would prefer Rick.
Oh. He kind of... The first time you've ever seen him frown the entire time you've seen him, he frowns. Okay, Rick. Where should we go?
I think that we should continue searching the castle and apparently listen to this sudden wall and go left.
So, yeah.
well,
certainly.
the good thing is it appeared, so you didn't accidentally walk off the ledge into falling to your death. So, you proceed...
That is definitely not our destination.
Yeah, you proceed left. And as you're proceeding left, you hear...
Giraffe, what you're not hearing is you're not hearing the die rolls that constantly produce the new hallways as we go down.
You hear a voice come over your commstone. He is doing this again. How
Oh, no.
are you enjoying my house of fun? Are you having fun yet? I sure am.
If we are having fun, would that allow us to get to our destination?
Now, where's the fun in that?
Oh. Because I would have fun if that was a way for us to get there more efficiently.
But it's a house of fun. You're missing the point.
Perhaps I am. I have not reached it yet.
Perhaps you would like to meet the point of my knife.
That doesn't sound very fun.
Oh, who let you in, Mr. Buzzkill?
That is not, in fact, his name.
Mr.
Do you
Killbuzz?
wish... Bifrost looks to Rick. Do you wish for him to know your name, or should I allow you to introduce yourself?
He has no need for my name.
My friend is not a person that you need to know the name for.
Then I will just proceed to call him Mr. Buzzkill.
Sigh deeply.
Also, I have other friends, but they will share their names with you if they wish. And Bifrost shakes his head at Dennis.
But he already knows my name. He tortured me for like a year.
Why did you have to torture him? This
Well,
Bifrost asks into the crystal.
Well, it's fun for me. It is fun for me when my victims, die an ever so slow death.
That is disappointing. Not the slowness.
I enjoy the screams. I scream, you scream, we all scream for screams.
I am informed that there are Mystimon that might be able to provide many screams for you without having to torture people.
Oh, but they're just not as fun.
Do you own one of these Mystimon?
Sure, but they're not as fun.
I do not think that you understand how Mystimon can enrich our lives.
The Ancient Ones enrich my life. And in turn, I bring them souls. Shall I bring them your soul?
That may not be possible.
Do you have a soul?
I am not certain of that.
I am, buddy.
Okay. I know that there is an animating force. And it's possible that it may be a soul. But is it mine? I do not know.
Well, why don't you proceed down the hallway? And we can meet face to face, as it were. And we can find out!
I can't, turn the crystal off, right?
No. You haven't been able to figure out how to turn off.
I can't mute it. I can't.
You haven't been able to figure out how to turn it off when he starts doing this. You don't even know how he's doing it.
Oh! I start exclaiming. I sit down on the ground. I dump out my backpack. I find a journal and a pen, and I start writing down.
We all three have journals. This is good. All three of us begin making notes.
I wonder what Dennis is noting down.
I don't need to note down that other people are taking notes.
Did you say that out loud?
No.
Then Bifrost does not make a note of that.
Oh, good! We're taking notes now! Now, will you please proceed to the classroom? We will have our first lesson in madness!
Oh, okay, cool.
It appears that my companion has already had a lesson in madness.
At least one.
Oh, he's had a few dozen. In my opinion, not enough!
Did I get an A on the last test?
You got an A+.
Top of the class.
Class of one.
When we return to the ranch, I have a book you might be interested in.
I like books.
Yes, this is a special tome. It also has madness.
There are 3 of them. So
I hand Bifrost a couple of pages out of my journal.
I will read them.
Basically, it's an alchemical essay about the connections between the soul and fire, and projecting that things that get healed by fire have to have a soul.
So he just wrote a thesis in about 2 minutes.
It's a new personal record.
We have a companion at the ranch who would probably find this interesting. He is a worshiper of the Phoenix, and so you might find your essays on fire interesting.
Oh, I have many.
So, seriously looking at Rick and at Dennis and at Evelyn and at Kia, it seems we're being steered, but do we wish to proceed to this interaction?
I mean, it's your friend that we're looking to help.
And that does decide it then. Bifrost then begins to move towards where we are being invited to come to a classroom of madness.
To madness.
Aaron.
Yep.
What the?
It's from
Okay.
a Key and Peele sketch.
Okay, our audience. We're just having a little fun in the Discord. Don't mind us. Discord's fun. So, you proceed down the hallway, heading to class. It is time for class. And soon you arrive at a pair of double doors. They're both wooden. You can set them on fire if you wish. But why bother when you find the doors are unlocked?
So that they can't close behind us.
So I will open the doors.
You open the doors and you find your way inside a large room where you find 6 pillars on each side of this room. And at the back of this room is a wall of windows. And this room is dimly lit. It is very dimly lit by the light of the 2 moons streaming in through the windows. And at the far end of the room, standing at the windows, you find a man dressed in what looks like a ringmaster uniform. He has a red coat with a long back, and he is wearing black trousers and long black boots. And he has a top hat atop of his head. And he is holding a cane. And he is right now looking out the windows.
Yep, that matches the description all right.
This is indeed Xulgoth. Although, does my locate indicate that this is an incarnation of Xulgoth?
It does indicate that it is some incarnation of him. Whether it's the real him or a projection, you can't tell.
Right, because it's the cane I'm tracking, not necessarily him.
Yeah.
I should warn you that the cane is, in fact, a sword cane.
And he turns around. And as he turns around, you can see that he has a scar over his left eye.
That's new, yes?
No, that's been there.
It's a little more prominent.
Yeah. It's a little more prominent probably because the light from the moons is standing directly at the windows. And he looks at you with a wide grin. Welcome! Class is in session.
May I ask a question?
Oh, I didn't see a hand raised.
I have many hands.
Would you
I
like
apologize.
Would you like to raise one of them?
I've never attended formal schooling, so I don't know these conventions. When did this happen? And Bifrost tries to gesture and realizes that gesturing to a faceless region of his anatomy is not going to help. When did the scar? How long ago?
Oh, I have had that for a while. It was given to me by some friends of crystals.
I didn't do it.
I assume you haven't met them. But one of them was your creator.
Okay. This does not surprise me. But it took a while to heal, I see.
Indeed it did. You could say it gave me clarity. Or it split my mind in two. One of the two.
Maybe both.
Some have said that you were different than you were then.
Different? Changed, maybe.
Indeed.
Changed, maybe. But I like this new me. But did they have to kill my only friend?
I do not know that they felt there were alternatives, but I cannot speak to their choices.
How would you like to meet my new friend? And he manifests a huge amalgam of bones that is just this chaotic bean of bones that doesn't really have any real shape to it. It's just a mess. But it has massive arms of bones. And it is levitating above the ground. See, this is my new friend. I put him back together from the pieces.
What kind of creature is this? Do I recognize it?
Oh, I don't think you would recognize it.
Would we have to do an occultism roll or something?
Oops. I did not mean to do that.
Rick meant to do.
So,
That's
yeah,
an
you can
incredible
make an occultism roll. Holy crap. A critical success.
roll. Yes!
A critical success. Oh, no, wait, not that. He did make a critical success.
Yes!
He made a critical success. Dennis also has a pretty good idea of what this is. You believe this is an eidolon.
No, it's just a really big skeleton. We'll be fine. With my 10 total.
Critical failure.
Does it burn?
Eidolons can, but it depends on how they've been made.
Mm-mm.
This one is undead. Perhaps. It may just be a construction. They're confusing, strange. We have a summoner among us that might be able to do something similar, I suppose. But not here.
And this amalgam of bones fills up so much of the back of the room that it is blocking some of the light from the windows. So now there is this big shadow that is just looming over you.
So, this is what you made when your previous companion was destroyed?
Yes, don't you like it? It is a piece of art.
Welcome in, Jackie.
It's okay. I'm only a little extremely late.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Yay!
So
Yay.
we've been wandering around and we came to the Classroom of Madness. Welcome to the Classroom of Madness.
Yes, you're in this big, long room with 6 pillars, 3 on either side, and at the back of the room is this long wall, round wall of glass windows, and the light from the twin moons is streaming in through those windows. Except at the windows there is Xulgoth, and he has now manifested his Eidolon, this huge amalgam of bones that is now blocking the light from the windows, and has cast this shadow over you.
It's a strange question to ask, I know, but does Xulgoth have facial hair?
No.
Clean shaven. Good to note.
Yes.
I thought he had an evil villain mustache.
I pictured a goatee, so we're all wrong.
He is clean shaven. He does have a short crop of raven black hair that you can see under the top hat. And once she has selected Evelyn, it is Evelyn today, I do believe.
Hmm?
Once she has selected Evelyn, I will share with her the Theater of the Mind map for today.
Alright.
Alright.
There we go.
It's not letting me... Okay, maybe I have to do this. Yeah, I have to do that for some strange reason. Share record. Okay. So this is our Theater of the Mind map. Just gives a little idea of what you can imagine.
Ooh.
It is a very creepy castle. So Xulgoth has manifested his Eidolon, this huge amalgam of bones. And as he steps down from this, there was he was standing up on this upcrop of where there are 3 steps, and he steps down the 3 steps slowly. And the amalgam of bones just stays where it's at as he walks towards you. I see you've brought the bird with you. The traitorous bird.
That would be me.
Why? Why must you betray me? Why?
Oh, give me one second. Let me pull up the list, and she pulls out like her spell book.
I was just gonna guess you started it.
Pretty much. So, I would like to ask, how much free time do we have right now? She looks at the one who asked the question. Because we will need quite a bit.
Oh, you're asking me for recess? But class is in session.
I don't know that we need to do this as a class. I think observationally we can learn a great deal just by what we're doing now.
He continues walking towards you.
Yep. She's like kind of unfazed.
Is he walking towards Evelyn?
He's walking towards the group.
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of vaguely interpose myself just so that He's not coming at anybody more than he's coming at me. And I'm holding on to that vial of Alchemist's Fire.
Right. So, what do you want?
I just want to chat.
We have done this.
Yes. And haven't we had so much fun?
I think you were very honest in some moments with us. But you did not tell us where the things we are looking for are.
Indeed. A conversation normally is two-sided, is it not?
Oh, you were looking...
Otherwise,
I suppose
it's
you were
more like that.
looking for this. And he pulls out a charm. It looks like a charm of some sort. It looks like a 6-pointed star. And in the
That's
center...
the thing!
And in the center is the sign for Cthulhu.
It's
Looks
totally
quite
the
valid.
thing, right? Gotta be the thing.
Could I try to roll something to identify it?
Sure, go ahead.
Like specific?
Go for it.
What exactly? What check? I have
Occultism.
like 30 to occultism. Okay.
Yeah, Rick doesn't know, but Evelyn, you do believe that this is the sight of Cthulhu. You immediately recognize, but why it's in the middle of a 6-pointed star, you don't know.
Yeah, I was trying to identify the entire object.
It is
Yeah.
some kind of amulet. Yeah, Dennis doesn't know either.
All right. Now, would you like to explain to us what this is? It's not very impressive if you hold it up in its own, is it?
Oh, isn't it impressive? I thought it was.
Well, if we don't know what it is, it's nothing but a religious symbol. A well-made one, I must admit.
This is what you're looking for, isn't it? The focus for whatever is affecting the lovesick little girl.
All right, I want to try something, Seth.
Sure, go for it.
How much? This is a very relevant question. How much bulk does that weigh?
It is light bulk.
Okay. I will cast telekinetic projectile to any location right behind us, and the telekinetic projectile will be the loose object within range that weighs 1 bulk or less. That it will be
I like it.
I see what she's doing here.
Yep, and it will be what he's holding. So you say, well, then we're thankful that you're giving it to us.
Okay, so does he get to roll a reflex save or something?
Rules as written, I don't think so. But it would probably make logical sense.
Yeah, it would probably make logical sense.
Yeah, I feel a reflex save is valid here. Even though I hate that he's probably, what, a level 87 character?
18 or something, yeah.
Or it could be a disarm check using my my spell attack.
Yeah, you could make a disarm check, actually. Let's make it a disarm check.
So that's like a plus 17.
So that is
27. That probably.
That is
Let me see. What DC
27.
does this?
I'm just picturing it as one of those like orange lucky stars from Lucky Charms.
So,
Yeah, that's against reflex DC.
So I am
This
going
is my
to
Lucky Charms.
I am going to say that he failed.
Oh.
He failed. Well, you failed. You succeeded. You succeeded. So you disarmed him.
All right.
He failed. You succeeded.
Zip, clack, clack.
So yeah, everyone just sort
Somebody's
of like
scrap
raises
that reference.
her palm open, and then just like makes a motion of like hurling something backwards, and the object just like flies right behind us.
Oh, what a neat trick! You ought to teach me that sometime.
I would like to try and catch it.
Okay, make a reflex save.
This is plus 15.
26.
Wow, that's awesome.
You catch it.
Okay, I would then like to use. 1 second.
And I will step like directly between between him and the creature.
How much?
I'd like to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
How much distance is between Xulgoth and his Eidolon?
No, between Dennis and the and Zolgoth.
Between Dennis and Xulgoth, there is about 40 feet.
I'm saying I would like. I'm saying I would like to just step between them, just in case.
Okay.
Am I correct that there's a dimensional anchor in place?
A dimensional anchor?
As in, we found that teleportation in this location is pretty much halted.
You wouldn't know.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
What skill would it be to sleight of hand this into one of my thieves? One of my pickpockets tailoring?
thievery.
Yep. Sleight of hand is a thievery skill.
27.
Sleight of hand it in and not let him see where I put it in my thieving tailor.
With Evelyn now standing between you and Xulgoth, he doesn't see it. His focus is on Evelyn, the traitor. You are such a treacherous bird.
Coming from you, I'm flattered.
And you really thought you could be a mother.
That's cold.
Low blow.
It is.
Yeah, her expression seems to just shift a lot. She's gotten kind of mad.
Okay. At this point, everyone but Evelyn make a perception check.
Is it
Not initiative.
an initiative perception check? Okay.
No.
Does I get a bonus for that?
Well, you were initiating your perception.
So that's 32 from Rick, 26 from Bifrost, 31 from Dennis. You all notice that Evelyn is wearing this wrap over her eyes. That is like this magical wrap that allows her to see. And you notice that wrap is actually glowing a violet color.
That's cool.
And suddenly, a wave of violet energy emanates from her. And he is knocked back enough that he actually crashes back into his Eidolon.
But not through the windows.
Not through the windows. He lands into the arms of his Eidolon. And he looks up in surprise. So another one has appeared.
Another one?
Another
To be
what?
honest- to be honest, I
Another
am not
guardian.
sure.
You are a
It sounds like-
guardian?
I do not believe so. She kind of like looks at her hands.
Bifrost, you've seen this before, so you can
Yes.
make an Arcana check.
Arcana?
Yeah.
I don't have much in the way of Arcana. I have seen it before, though, so it has the appearance of a guardian reaction, and I will
Yeah.
say so.
It has the appearance of a guardian reaction. So,
With level.
so now 4 have appeared. How terrible. My masters will not be pleased.
Well, I do still believe you're incorrect, but if it demoralizes you, then I will definitely play along.
Which masters do you mean?
The ancient ones, of course.
They care little what you tell them.
I've tried to remind him of that countless times. Don't worry. Still doesn't listen.
I'm prepared to do something if this gets bigger.
Oh, how big would you like it to get? It can get so much bigger, especially with a guardian in the room.
Yeah, sure. Regardless, we do still have to take care of the other one's condition.
Indeed.
Oh.
I feel like this is escalating beyond my pay grade right now.
Hello. Hello.
So, I'm going to do a. I'm going to do a little thing.
Sure.
It's I'm going to step up to Evelyn,
All
and
right.
I'm going to tap her shoulder for a second and use Mind Link.
All
Does that do?
And in that moment, I can communicate up to 10 minutes worth of information to you.
Okay.
And I communicate the current condition of Kuai, as well as the fact that the charm that you've got may be the thing to pull her out. Also, that a lot of the conversation that I had with Xulgoth, including the fact that Xulgoth may have invaded Kuai's dreams and tried to poison her against Ira, and that he is working to find the Black Aegis with his duplicates as he's trying to delay us here. And then I also include that there is a chance to get through a wall, a broken wall potentially, that could lead them out if Evelyn has some form of transportation to get herself and Dennis away. And I do all of that as in just a blink of an eye.
All right.
All right.
So
I see.
Xulgoth vanishes and then reappears directly behind Bifrost, as he has now got Bifrost in his grasp. And he has a knife to Bifrost's face, and he says, "Do you know why I like knives so much? Swords are too long. Knives are a little more personal. You get to savor all the little emotions. The light leaving the eyes with a little cut here," and he scrapes the knife.
But he doesn't have any eyes.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any expression.
There will be no expression,
He
sadly.
scrapes the knife across Xulgoth's chest, and look at there. He scrapes the knife against Bifrost's arm. I could just about perform surgery. Shall we see if robots have hearts? He says with a wide grin across his face.
I do believe that my torso is mostly hollow.
What shall I remove first? Why don't we let the audience decide? He says as he runs the blade across Bifrost's face. How about we see what is behind this lovely mask of yours? Oh, I'm sorry, you say it's not a mask. Oh, how about we remove it anyway? Maybe now we'll get to see. At long last. Do robots have souls?
I do not know that this is necessary.
Oh, but it is necessary. And if you have any last words, now would probably be the time, for I just get so carried away.
I've got a word for you. Or rather, my sword does.
And it just misses as he just dodges right out of the way. Would you...
I had to try.
Would you please? I'm trying to have a moment here.
I do have a question.
Oh, do go on.
You claim that you like seeing emotions in other people's eyes, correct?
Yes.
And she just like takes a moment to unwrap her blindfolds and just showing him the two empty holes where her eyes should be. What do you see? And I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Killer on him.
Go for it.
Nice.
That is a will save from him on crit success unaffected, success 46 mental damage frightened 1, failure 86 frightened 2, and critical failure, my favorite spell in the game.
It is 26. He rolls 26.
Let me check if that could be a failure.
What's your DC?
I'm checking.
Yeah, my spell DC is nothing that high.
Yeah, no, it's exactly 26, I think. No, wait, no, it's not. Hang on.
Does Dennis do anything?
Oh no, it's a normal success. Never mind. I was tripping. It's a 24. Yeah, it's a normal success. So 46 and frightened 1. Low row. Oof.
Oh, how tickles. Is Dennis doing anything?
Uh, I'm gonna throw a bomb.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw an alchemist fire
All
at
right.
both of them because if I hit either one of them, it's a benefit to me.
Yeah.
Rolled it too hard.
So 24 is what is Bifrost's AC?
It's a 25 actually.
So splash damage to him at least, and
Yep.
splash damage to Xulgoth, but not the point blank damage, not the direct damage, because that actually misses. So just splash damage.
Oh, it's a 24, 23 actually. So,
23.
because I don't have my shield up. If I had my
Oh.
shield up,
All right.
no,
So,
I actually did have my shield. I did have my shield, so it's a 25. It's an exact match.
okay.
So, because I always have my shield, I dropped my book so that it doesn't catch on fire.
All right. Ah, that tickles. Roll your damage, Dennis. Splash damage.
Yep.
1 second.
What is the splash damage on that?
It
Probably
should,
just a 1. Right,
it
is
should not be a lot. It's a 2.
2.
I just have to double check one thing real quick.
Persistent burning would be fun.
Yeah, does the persistent burn effect happen on the splash or just the direct effect?
Believe it only happens on the direct hit.
Which would be awesome. I would love to be on fire.
Which is great because I actually have an enhanced.
I've caught myself on fire before. It's quite worth it.
It's
So
just
he's
literally
got
just 2 damage.
Okay.
he's got his knife on me,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I have only a few words to say. Then, if you really wish to do this, and the first is for my companions. It is critical that we complete the task. There is someone who is in more danger than I, and that charm they will need. But I do not believe you are going to do this, Bifrost says to Xulgoth. Where would the amusement of showing us up again and again come from if you were to harm me? That would be folly.
And I'm gonna approach Zolgoth, like holding Bifrost with a knife point against him, and I'm gonna cast Dimensional Assault directly above Zolgoth, like fall on top of him and knock us both down.
Dimensional assault.
Yep, you tumble through space, making a short dimensional hop to better position yourself for an attack. Teleport to any square within range that's in reach of a creature, then make a melee strike against one creature within your reach. The reach is half my speed.
Okay.
Can I do something with my last thing?
Sure. Go ahead.
When he does that, can I whip up a greater smoke stick and pop it?
Sure. So dimensional assault. Let me search that.
The attack matters a bit less. It's more the teleport to land directly above him and just trip us both.
And the second he finishes doing this, I'll pop my smoke stick and make a 20-foot area of smoke.
Okay, you tumble through space, making a short dimensional hop to better position yourself for an attack. Teleport to any square in range that's within reach of a creature, and then make a melee strike against one creature within your reach. Okay, so make your melee strike, Evelyn.
Alright, plus 17.
28.
20.
Let's see. That is going to hit.
Alright, so 2d6 plus 4 piercing. It's the damage matters less. It's more so the positioning, but I'll always be glad to get some damage in.
Okay, and then Dennis, you're a smoke stick.
Yep.
Poof.
Yeah, it's not a roll. Just a...
So, do you make a ranged attack?
No,
No,
it's
I quick alchemy whip it up and I like squeeze it and pop it.
Oh.
And now there's an area covered in smoke,
20
Okay.
feet.
I assume.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now there is an area covered in smoke around the rest of the party. Evelyn is right next to Xulgoth as Xulgoth makes his attack on Bifrost, and he starts to plunge the knife into Bifrost's neck.
hey, I was teleporting above him to knock us both down.
So some kind of reflex.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, can we like one thing that I was gonna suggest is having it so that instead of the damage, it could be just like the attack roll determining that.
Determining that you just knock him down.
Yeah, because falling on top of someone normally knocks them down.
Okay.
But I have to like actually get on top of teleport on top of him.
Okay, so you teleport above him and then fall on top of him. And you manage to hit him. And he looks at you and he says, "Do you always have to ruin my fun?"
I don't have to. It's just fun for me.
And he raises his knife and he just throws it at Bifrost.
That's gonna take a penalty.
Oh yeah.
Better.
He's also level 18 or something like that too, though.
Can I try to like hold his arm before he throws it?
What?
No,
I found,
you already fell
No,
on.
yeah, no. I'm just trying to. I know this is gonna look really awkward, but you know what?
It's good drama. It looks
wanna-
cool to be trying to stop him when he hucks a dagger.
Yeah,
Okay, so
but it may look awkward, but also I like being a killjoy to him.
Well, that's good stuff.
But if I cannot, then it's fine.
So what did you want to do?
I want
Trying
to
to
just
interrupt.
like restrain him before he throws it, just like holding his arm or something.
Okay, make
And
an
how many
athletics
actions
check.
have you already
I mean,
spent?
Yeah, how many?
I don't know. Are we doing initiative?
We haven't yet.
Kind of, sort of, but not really. We're
Well, no.
electing
if you,
to
yeah,
take
fair.
turns,
I
but
think we should dip. I think if we
No, I asked if not. I asked
Yeah.
if not that I would do it. You know.
Well,
I think dipping is definitely a good call.
yeah. So Bifrost, at this point, the amalgam of bones comes up and grabs you in one of its huge arms.
Crud.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
even want
that.
to think
I forgot
about that. Oh, wait a second. So this is what? Athletics roll?
Yes.
No, but yeah, he can definitely chuck the knife if he if
Okay. I think that's probably going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know that. Let me.
trying to be fans.
Nope. I
Nope.
think I'm getting gotten.
Nope.
So you have been grabbed by this amalgam of bones.
I do not wish to be grabbed by you. Okay. I know what I will do when I get my chance.
And then Xulgoth gets up and he walks towards you. Now, if the class
Would you
would
like to step to the
stop
side?
getting in the way.
Nope. One more futile attempt.
Okay. So Dennis has to quickly take a call.
No problem.
So a brief bathroom break.
uh, sure. We'll take a brief break.
All right.
One bio break coming up.
Because like on my head, like what happened was like fell on top of him. He said a bunch of stuff. 2 seconds passed, and then knife. But it makes a lot of sense going through turns.
I'm back.
Welcome back. We'll wait for the others to get back.
All right. I am back.
Okay, so Rick is back. Evelyn, you back?
Rack is brick.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, we got Evelyn back. Dennis is back.
I'm back.
Dennis, you back there? Or you'd have to take another call. Click the circle if you are back.
A circle?
That's so cool. How do you do that?
It's just /vote.
Now I can make you click circles.
Mm.
Is there any way to make squares? Oh no, some people are gone. They're back again.
Oh no, you can only vote on the most recently called vote.
Oh,
And so if you click on the vote from a different vote, it only changes the most recent vote.
just to make sure that, everyone's still in.
Okay, I am going to swap scene on the stream, put us back to the start screen. We will be back in a moment. One of our players just took a call. We'll be back when he's returned. We are back. Sorry for the long wait there. So, where were we? Bifrost, you had just been grappled by the Eidolon. And Xulgoth is walking up towards you.
No,
Yeah, did
I'm
he
pretty
chuck
sure
the
that
dagger?
I had Xulgoth skewered on the end of my sword.
You wish.
I do wish.
I think we all do.
Sorry, I'm done interrupting.
Now. Is anyone else going to interrupt?
I would prefer not to do this.
I object. I
How's
will
the?
also prefer not to do
How
this.
about the goggled guy? Is he going to interrupt?
I just have 2 bombs in each hand, looking left and right.
I assume my hands are currently part of the grapple, so I can't like cast a spell that has somatic in it, correct?
Yeah.
Only verbal spell.
I'm not sure if we're fighting or running right now.
I know which I'd recommend. I am scanning all of my spells.
Okay. So,
It's right.
Xulgoth raises his sword cane.
Hey, I also have one of those. Yeah, if I can do anything to try and object to this, but I will. But if I cannot, then that's okay.
Are you going to tickle me some more?
That sounded like an invitation, Evelyn.
It really did. She looks kind of weirded out. I'm gonna just like put myself in between the two of them.
Oh, now that's not very sporting, now is it?
How about this? Let me take a closer look at that. I'm gonna try to grab his his sword cane out of his hand.
Okay, make a disarm check.
That's athletics, right?
Yes.
That was almost a 17.
And that fails.
Yeah, I would hero point, but I always keep one here story point in case I need to defy death. It came up with Esther.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. You're only like directly facing the villain of the campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you weren't paying attention, you just got main character powers by becoming a guardian.
Yeah.
You know, you're right. I do have thoughts.
Evelyn uses a story point. I mean,
May I roll one?
I mean, don't think that it makes you invincible.
No, it makes me invincible. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
And that still
It
fails.
makes me invincible, and everything is gonna be okay, and I can do anything I want.
It does not make you invincible.
Yes, it does.
It just gives you the guardian archetype.
Yes, it does. But also, please do not try to prove me wrong.
So, Evelyn is standing between Xulgoth and Bifrost.
With a failed disarm check.
And you know what? Fine. Mirror image. There will be a bunch of Evelyn standing between between them and Bifrost. Why not?
Okay.
Those spells are don't cost Misty. They're just like spell slots from weird Magus tomfoolery anyway.
Okay. Xulgoth vanishes and reappears behind you, Evelyn.
All of you.
All of you.
Crud, that missed too. Oh, well, that doesn't matter then. I was trying to do a sacred defense to call out for protection, and nope, it's a regular fail. I'd have to hit a DC 30.
Xulgoth now plunges his sword cane directly into Bifrost's chest. And actually, I'm going.
What if I cast Tangle Foot?
I'm going to put this. I'm going to put this roll up in the direct open, and now I just had
25.
to use my full strength. That is 15 plus 31.
Okay. Yeah, I think that that doesn't hit.
Asterisk,
Does that
dodges
crit?
asterisk.
It's sort of wrapped. Yeah, it is an automatic crit. It sort of wraps around though. That goes into that negative thing. Like an integer failure.
It's an overflow error.
It's an overflow error. Sorry, I get healed. No, that's an automatic crit.
That is an automatic crit.
Yeah, because I got a 25, so
Yeah. And
31. That's enough. He's a big guy, guys. This is not the first. This is not the first time he has auto crit me before too.
Okay, so
It's also not
so
the first.
double this. That is 27.
54.
That is 54.
Okay. All of the air sort of. I assume this is like into my chest or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a sound like a pipe organ. Is just like somebody's pressed down on all of the keys at once, and there's air venting through my wings, through the vents underneath my head, and it just sounds like somebody is just like pressing down on a bunch of discordant keys all at once, as air is being compressed out of one of the actual compressive bellows inside my chest. And then after a moment, it comes back out, and Bifrost is like, we've been down this path before. It doesn't have to be this way.
Oh, but it does. Now, do you have any last words?
Merely that I am not the most important person in this room. And if the Guardians make your masters unhappy, then Guardians need to be saved. All of them.
Is anyone else doing anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast haste on Bifrost to get him to just like, get away from that grasp.
Okay.
So I have haste on me, yeah.
Yep.
So you now have haste.
And there's an Eidolon holding me.
I'm gonna throw another alchemist fire at him.
Okay.
18 plus 17, 35.
35.
Nice.
That is a hit on Bifrost. It completely misses Xulgoth now.
Does it hit the Eidolon though?
No.
The Eidolon's based
But
on me.
splash damage they'll take splash damage.
Okay.
It's okay. You
Roll your
hit
damage.
Bifrost.
I think it only hits the actual target you're going for, even if they're grappled. Even if they're grappling someone, I mean.
So I take 6 points of healing.
Plus 2 persistent fire.
Wait,
or
no, sorry.
is it more?
It's plus 1d4 plus 2 persistent fire.
Okay.
Okay. So I will keep burning, which is good. And I will refuse to heal, or at least to stop the flames. Okay.
So you refuse to stop the flames.
Yes, I'm going to continue to allow myself to burn. That means that, sadly, the nice clothing that I actually had on, because I normally don't wear a lot of clothing, but I wore some clothing here, is burning. Again.
I throw another bomb for 17.
That.
Or 20, sorry.
Yeah, that one would miss. I just get 1 point.
Okay.
Can he choose to not have his proficiency and dex bonus if he's trying to get hit by it?
I'm grappled. I don't know that I have a lot of choice either way.
Yeah. He's grappled, so he doesn't really have a whole lot of choice in the matter.
Alright, just one then.
Even if I was flat-footed, it wouldn't matter, because it actually wouldn't hit me.
Oh, well, I tried.
Yeah, I don't have any dexterity bonus, so my AC comes purely from wearing armor and being an 8th level person.
So, you have a thing for fire, do you?
I do. I find fire. I find fire invigorating.
Fascinating?
No, that's me.
I can't bluff. I don't have a bluff, so I can't lie. Ouch. Yeah, it's actually against my religion. So yes. No, I find fire very interesting and reinvigorating. And my allies know this, thank goodness. But I'm going to attempt to get away.
Okay.
Does a 30 get away from my Eidolon?
Does a 30 get away from the Eidolon? It does not.
Yep. Okay. High level Eidolon. Okay.
Rick is gonna go in with a power attack on the off chance it hit.
Okay. On the off chance it hits.
Make a melee strike.
No.
Counts as 2 attacks when calculating your multiple attack penalty.
That is a miss.
If it hit.
That is a miss.
You know, I have one of these. We'll try again.
That's money you're shooting for, man.
We'll try again.
Ooh.
36. You know what? I'll let that one hit.
Alright. So it will deal an extra die of weapon damage.
Is this against Xulgoth or the Eidolon?
You know, I didn't think that far ahead. I'm gonna go for the person stabbing my friend rather than the one that's the thing that's grappling you.
Okay. So that
for
is
a total of 18 slashing.
18 slashing to the Eidolon. No, to Xulgoth.
Yes.
Ah, that tickled. Oh, how I love your tickles. Would you like to tickle me some more?
This guy's fucking weird.
Yes.
You know what? I'll get in on the fun
An
too.
attempt was made.
I'll get in on the fun too. True Strike, Spell Strike, Gouging Claw. That's one attack.
Nope.
But I True Strike, so 2 attack rolls.
Nope.
Fair enough. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Dennis? Dennis?
I mean, my man's still in trouble. I'm gonna keep dousing him in fire. 7 plus 17.
24. That hits Bifrost.
Yeah, in the grapple, I'm gonna be it.
1. 4. And 4. So that
I'll
is
throw in the
The
9.
good persistent.
Okay.
With the multiple attack penalty, how much is that?
9 plus 17. More than the last roll.
Mm.
That's with multiple attack penalty?
Yeah, 9 plus 17. It's 14 on the die, so.
Yeah. Okay. So that does hit. 6. 3.
Burn, my friend!
So it's one of the rarest situations where you get to like just optimally go after and arm your friends for positive things.
I know, normally they get mad at me for this.
If only you had Fireball.
Oh, just you wait.
I am so on fire right now. Okay.
So, Xulgoth is going to plunge the sword. It plunge the sword into your chest again.
So how does it work with the Eidolon? Do you get like? Is it the same as for other things where you can take 2 actions and then it takes, 2, or do you take 1 and it gets 3, or how does that work?
How does it work with Eidolons?
Both share hit points for the purpose of. But I think if both are in range of something they like, it does double the damage. I think. Could be wrong.
I think they get like if you use 1 of your actions to command, they get 2 actions. If you use 2 of your actions to command, they get 3. So
no, that's companions.
Okay.
Eidolons share actions with their summon.
Okay.
In hit points.
So 3 actions he's got.
So
But they also have act together, which lets one of them do 2 actions and another one do 1 action for just 2 actions.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So Xulgoth plunges his sword into Bifrost's chest again. 35. He actually rolled low.
Yeah, no, it still is a crit though. That's actually a perfect regular 10 crit.
Okay.
When you only need a 4 in order to crit.
So
Yeah,
double
well.
24 is 48.
Okay, so that's.
I mean, he
70.
is like the main villain. If he needed to roll like a 15 to crit, that'd be kind of pathetic.
Yep. So again, this goes right through, and literally there is liquid Mistia pouring out of me. Now, does the Mistia actually reflect my alignment?
Yes.
So the Mistia that's pouring out, some of it's visible as almost like a liquid light, and some of it seems to almost evaporate as it pours out into, I don't know, like a slight mist because spirit. So, and it's starting to fill this area, and I don't breathe. Again, there's the discordant like pipe organ noise, and Bifrost struggles, and underneath the head, Bifrost says, "This doesn't need to continue."
Oh, but it does.
No, it really doesn't.
Also, Seth, I wanna mention.
Sure.
The grapple check has to be re-rolled if they want to like sustain it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that because there's always a chance they roll a 1.
Yeah, that would always be wonderful.
Okay, so after this, the Eidolon is going to re-roll the grapple check.
And then it
After
gets to do whatever it
Xulgoth
gets to
makes
do.
his second attack
Oh no.
with the multiple attack penalty, 29. That's not a crit this time.
No, it isn't. It's just a regular hit.
$26.
Okay. So I am knocked out.
You are dying 1.
But he's on fire anyway, so it's not gonna matter.
Yeah, well, it'll pick me up at a certain point. Okay, and then the Eidolon gets to continue grappling me. Now, that grapple, is that an action that it needs to take to continue to grapple me? Or is that just maintain grapple and then it gets another activity?
I believe it's just sustained grapple.
Okay, and then
Okay.
it gets to do whatever a bag of bones does. I'm currently healthily on fire, folks.
Healthily on fire.
How on fire?
I'm very healthily on fire.
I haven't been counting and was hoping for a number.
I've got 3d4 plus 3, I believe.
35.
3d4 plus 5, actually.
Okay, so that would probably... I have to do what... no, it's just a DC based on my athletics, which is a plus 12, so it'd be 22. So that is a critical success on the grapple.
With a 2 on the die?
Yep.
Oh.
He maintains the grapple.
BBG, guys. That's okay.
Again, always a chance it rolls off.
Yeah, no, that was a 2. It was really awesome.
Yep.
So now, what does a big thing of bones do? It drops me because I'm no longer important.
Are you? I mean, you're still on fire.
Yeah, exactly. And I couldn't lie to him and tell him that fire is horrible to me. Yes,
Yep.
no, I hate fire. If only people would stop making me burn.
But also, like, if something was on fire, my first instinct would not, oh, I should grab that.
It's a bag of bones. It doesn't care.
It would be like, oh, I should instantly get away from that as soon as humanly possible. You know?
As soon as skeletonly possible, even.
As soon as skeletonly possible.
Yeah. The bag of bones has it maintained its grapple on you. Okay.
Yep.
So
Now-
the bag of bones is now going to. It is now going to like squeeze and. Let's see. That is going to be. It is squeezing you with its huge hands, if you can call them hands.
I didn't ask for a hug.
36.
Yeah, that's a crit.
That's a crit.
It's worse than Xulgoth is. Xulgoth was the easier part. You should tickle me with a sword more. No, I can't say that, can I? I'm like I'm in bad place. So what happens to the does it just increase my dying?
Yeah, it does.
A crit increases it by 2.
Wait a second, that's a 62.
Increases
Is
it by 2, so
Okay.
And the damage, I don't believe, gets applied.
dying 3.
If you heal, you get stabilized.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll stabilize, which is nice. But now, at catastrophically bad damage, even though it doesn't really go negative, as soon as I heal, do I get the 3d4 plus 3? Does that make me up again?
Believe so. But you will also be wounded 3.
Nope. Every time you get up, you get 1 stack of wounded, regardless of what dying condition you're.
1 dude. Okay, so 1 wounded.
So I come back at 8 hit points.
Now he's wounded 1. So
Yes.
I'm just picturing the saddest sounding like organ
Yeah, it just starts to
organ-based
come back up to.
toy.
Yeah, and it just comes back up into it, and Bifrost can't look, but its bare faces Xulgoth. It says, "My allies want to keep me safe. I don't feel this lesson is teaching them what it needs to teach them. I think it merely shows them why they want to do this."
you are probably right. But it is so much more fun.
This can happen for quite a long time. You understand that, right? There's a futility to just trying to harm. It doesn't have to go this way.
Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't.
And then to the others, Bifrost says, "You need to leave. The fire will keep me safe." But Kuai needs you.
What is everyone else going to do?
Evelyn just sighs. I'm not leaving until you're out of here, but I do suggest at least one of the others takes this thing back. And,
I thought I had it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
she
you
must
do.
step
Yeah,
in
yeah.
that you do. They have.
Okay, so
I'm very torn because despite this game not having this setting, not having traditional alignment, Rick is definitely the lawful good type.
he doesn't
just
want
like-
to leave his friend.
You can't leave your friend here.
Yeah.
This is going to go badly. If we keep playing this game, eventually the dying condition is going to keep getting stacked with the wounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if he thinks there's no more fun to it, he may just let me go. Because that's the kind of guy. Right now, he's got all the attention. This is
Dennis runs.
Dennis is running. Do you
Yeah.
take the charm from Evelyn?
I
No,
had
he
it.
has.
Dennis has already
he's
had
got
it.
it hidden.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's hidden on my
Yeah.
person.
All right. So you've had the charm. So Dennis runs.
And there's even an out with some very dangerous climbing.
Evelyn, are you staying?
Evelyn's staying for now.
Okay. Brick.
Alright, as long as I'm not the only one, I'm staying. That's gonna be my decision here.
Okay.
So Rick is staying for now. Dennis has run.
Yeah.
Though, I just had a terrifying thought.
What's that?
Does Dennis know where to go?
Yeah, we have that. We have that hole.
Does he know where to
after you
go? Yeah.
I can do something even though I am trapped. I can cast the message spell.
Okay, do that.
So I cast the message spell. And I cast the message spell to Dennis. And I'm going to tell Dennis that the charm needs to be brought to Luna at the main temple in Calrune.
Got it.
Okay, that solves that problem.
Okay.
Yep. Because it's just a verbal spell. It's a one-action verbal spell. I can do that.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna motion to Frederick, escort him.
What
We
about
can't.
Bifrost?
I'll stay here. I'll stay here to make sure he's okay. We can't have the only person. Can have only one person carrying that.
I'm not amusing to him if he doesn't have you guys to watch.
But
And that's actually something that Bifrost says. I'm not amusing to him if he doesn't have you to watch.
Yeah.
and you can see that Frederick is clearly torn here.
He looks at you as the audience. He looks at you as the audience, and this is his show.
In fact, Bifrost adds to Frederick, you had a reason and a purpose to come and see. And now you see why we have to do what we must do. It is important for you to make sure that message is known.
You're right.
You need to report back.
Yes, you do, for I am so very mad. I'm mad as a hatter.
One
you
last
see.
little scribble before I turn and chase after my crazy babbling cellmate.
I am mad as a hatter. Don't you see? And he pulls off his hat. And now you see it. And he pulls a Penza out of his hat. And Penza is a little rabbit. And he pulls a Penza out of his hat. See? Here. Have a bunny.
I'm gonna telekinetic projectile his hat away from him and say, "Now you don't.
Sure. Make an attack
Now
check.
you see it. Now you don't."
Make an attack check.
It's the same modifier as my melee, so
Ooh.
That
Oh.
misses.
that's fine.
I don't have a
It's just a
hand free,
skill
otherwise
check.
I would play another similar trick. Look, I can make a Neko out of my belly. But I'm not going to do that, because I don't have a hand free.
So, essentially, at this point, Bifrost is saying, in the tone of Gandalf from the Lord of the Rings, he is saying, "Fly, you fools."
So, yeah. Because if he tortured Dennis for all that time, I'm probably great for him to do the same.
And at this point, Xulgoth is going to plunge his sword cane into Bifrost once more.
Before he does, could I have casted produce flame on Bifrost?
Sure.
Go for it.
You're going to set Bifrost on fire again.
Yay!
More.
He is
Oh, that's not
Uh,
good.
She snaps her fingers and when you're trying to light a
A lighter? Yeah, a lighter.
Yeah, a lighter, and just sparks come out. And you're trying to do it again.
Having trouble with your lighter? Here, maybe this will help. And he tosses you a knife. Just stab it straight through your hand.
I'm gonna stab him with it. Why not?
You're going to stab him with it. Sure.
You got
Let's
one
try to
of
aim for his
those
hand. Just out of spite.
eyes. Give him a hammy. No.
Next time I'll roll a 3. You know,
You
a
already
few
did
more
the
checks
3.
and I'll be...
You're gonna be getting
Yeah,
4 or better now.
No, yeah, true. And a few more checks and I'm gonna have a 20.
So, Dennis, you have escaped. Is Rick stayed or is he going?
Rick has already turned to chase after
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Dennis.
So, Rick, you have met up with Dennis at the wall and start
Much to his
pounding away
personal
at the
agony.
wall. And Evelyn is doing everything she can.
The wall explodes in a
Wow.
violent cloud of gravel.
And that's not even counting whatever
Not
benefit
quite.
having
Not
the
quite.
axe gives you. That's amazing. A 40 check is a masterful, like, legendary check.
Does Dennis throw some bombs at the wall?
Yeah. Actually, after he weakens it one more time, I actually plant 4 of them, tell them to get back, and I detonate them all at the same time.
Okay. You detonate your bombs and the wall explodes. So you now have a way out. If you have a rope.
I believe we each have 50 feet worth.
We do.
Because the standard adventurer's pack just comes with rope.
That
I
is
would
good.
assume I don't get free from the Eidolon.
No, you don't.
Whatever its athletics DC is, it's probably something like 31 or something.
So, at this point, Xulgoth is going to plunge his sword into Bifrost again.
Roll a 1.
46.
That's not a 1.
No, that is definitely not a 1.
I think that's another critical.
That is another crit.
Great rolls today, everybody.
Roll all the 1s. That's not 1s.
That's not 1s. That is 58 or 48. 48.
I'm still chugging.
No, that's
I'm not.
58. That's 58.
Yeah, it's 58. Yeah. So yeah, I'm back to 0 again.
Yeah, and you are.
And then some. Dying too.
Yep, dying 2.
And on fire. Yay.
We'll take this off for now.
As long as I can stay on fire, I'm all set.
I want to keep this window open so I can keep bouncing things back and forth.
So if they continue to attack me while I'm just dying, does that add to the dying or what?
It does add to the dying.
Yes. A regular hit while you are dying adds a dying, and a crit adds 2 dying.
Yeah. So, Evelyn, you already see that Xulgoth can definitely crit if he wants. What are you doing?
You know what? Bifrost, if this is what you want, I trust you. I'm gonna cast a Produce Flame on him and then walk away.
Okay. Let's see if it hits this time.
Wouldn't count on.
A critical hit.
That works.
I reverse jinx.
Okay.
That is gonna deal 1 second. That's gonna be a crap. Hang on.
So,
Oh, there we go.
Dennis,
44. Oh, sorry.
44.
44 plus spellcasting ability, double it, and also 44 persistent because of the.
Okay.
Nice.
So 44 plus 4, and then 44 persistent.
So I'm very much on fire right now.
Yes.
Yeah, no, she just like turns her back, snaps her fingers, and then he just lights up.
All right. And when Bifrost comes back, he says he looks at Evelyn and says, "You're a guardian. You need to go."
Now he's wounded
Do you,
2.
do you seriously believe that?
I do.
He continues on.
You need to go. The guardians are the only hope to stop what he's trying to do. And if you don't know what that means, you can go and learn. There are 3 other guardians that can share with you.
If you don't know what that means, you can go on worldanvil.com/Mystimon Saga
Or just check the link down in the description below.
More. Also, check out our new merchandise store.
Wait, there's a merchandise store?
Yeah, you can get your commemorative. I was there when Bifrost burned. The flaming robot decal will be coming out next week.
And somehow I didn't know about this.
It's all been a merchandising thing here.
The Bifrost figure that doubles as a lighter.
So Dennis and Rick have climbed their way out through the hole in the wall and have made it out of the castle.
I will hand the thing over to him now.
Do you not trust yourself with it?
No.
Apparently not. Besides, I fed him. He trusts me.
Yeah. It's a very primal bond that we have together.
Okay. So, Evelyn, after a few strikes, I'm not going to go through the rest of this. After a few more strikes, Bifrost perishes. And the Eidolon finally lets his body lay down onto the floor. Just drops him. And Xulgoth says, "Now, who's next? At the rate this world's going, people will be lining up around the block."
Crickets.
But, Evelyn, you notice a ball of yellow light appear. And it hovers over around Bifrost. And in the sand next to him, on the floor, there appears the word... heal.
On what?
The word heal appears in the sand on the floor as Ghostar Rider has appeared. The Ghostar is a heal as in Heal.
I see.
You've known Ghostar for a while.
Yeah. I don't know what this means. Heal?
It says heal again.
I look at my heal.
No,
Heal.
Heal.
I was being obnoxious. I'm sorry. In the Discord, I typed HEE.
Oh,
It says this.
Heal. What is this a hint towards specifically?
It's trying to... You think it's trying to tell you to heal Bifrost.
Oh. He just sighs and continues going.
Leaving?
I mean, yeah, like Seth just said that he's like dead and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So you don't even try to explain to Ghost Star that he can't be healed.
Yep.
The Ghost Star kind of makes a sound like it's sad, and then it floats over his head, its light glistening in his metallic mirror face. And in the emotions of this moment, an illusion appears. And you, Evelyn, you see a group of adventurers staring down a female lich. And then in a flash, you see a young girl with long black hair and white skin sitting alone in a playground, looking on as kids are playing and looking down at a book in her lap. And then the illusions vanish, and Ghost Star goes invisible again. Oh, what a touching moment. And
While this happens, I'm still like walking away.
Evelyn walks away. Her friend gone. And at this point, I'm going to reveal that this scene has been in the planning for a very long time. Because today is Bifrost's last session with us.
Oh, of course. You murdered him.
So, Bifrost, do you want to reveal?
Yeah, I very much enjoyed playing Bifrost. Probably my favorite character in years, and I didn't want to leave him a shell. The character there's more potential later on. There may be some recurrences, especially if parts and pieces are recovered. There is, for example, and I don't know if Xulgoth even knows this, but there is still the bag inside of him with quite a number of items, but not the worst ones.
Yeah.
The worst of the items that I wanted to keep out of Xulgoth's control are hidden. There is actually a clue to the location of the statue that needs to be kept away from this guy. There's a clue to that in the house somewhere, and when somebody trips across that, they'll have the opportunity to potentially go and find it. And there are some things that I stored with Crystal in advance of this, up to and including the puzzle with the kaiju inside it, the evil dagger, and the 3 tomes. So, only because going directly into Xulgoth's hands, Bifrost knew there was a danger of him getting those things. So but there's plenty more stuff in the bag.
This is your last day with us because you have a major opportunity that has come up for you in your real life, and we wish you all the best. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
And stick around in the server. You know we'll be hunting you down if you try to leave.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to go away right yet. I have to find I have to wait until they fix whatever's going on with Discord so I can, play with my image.
Yeah.
But I will be around certainly. But I wanted Bifrost didn't make sense to just step back and stay home and be a healer.
Yeah.
It needed to do something like this, and you have a chance to take advantage of the fact that you now have a fourth guardian and the first one that's a PC in a while.
Yeah.
So there's hope there.
So, we wish you all the best, Bifrost. Do stick around the voice chat here, so you can listen in on the ending.
Will do.
And
I wouldn't mind if you wanted to violate our peanut gallery clause and pop
sure,
in for another session here and there.
yeah, absolutely, I would not mind that at all.
I understand. I at least for the start of school and other things that are coming, I don't know what time I'll have free, but I hear you, and I won't be far away.
Yeah, and if you ever want to pop in for a game or two every now and then, feel free. Absolutely.
Yep. Tark is going on a long-term hunt.
Yeah.
And I don't mind hopping in as a strange NPC. And I warn you now, you may want to be careful if the Goblerans ever get a hold of Bifrost's body.
Which may be a possibility because Ghostar has teleported Bifrost's body.
And the Goblerans know enough because of what Bifrost taught them to have added the 2 arms, which technically means they might, with time, be able to do some crafting work of their own. Anyway, I'll be quiet now so that you can finish things out.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I was gonna say. I remember I was like, yeah, no, I can. I've got a few ideas to get him out of here. But then, like, after the third time he got stabbed, I was like, wait, this is cryptid.
It's worse than that. I told him, if you're going to make this work, you have to actually take the training wheels off. We've never been fighting Xulgoth fully.
Yeah.
Every time, it's always been Xulgoth pulls his punches, and if Xulgoth
except that one.
Yeah, because he plays games. This is
except that one other time.
Yeah,
and that time before that.
And
yeah.
He critically hit me the one time 2 levels ago with just a minor strike and nearly killed me. I knew that this was a big guy.
Yeah. So, we have just had a very, very sad moment. Very sad. As Bifrost has perished at the hands of Xulgoth. But Evelyn, you get out of the castle and meet back up with Rick and Dennis, and you make your way back to Kulrun. You make your way to the temple.
Yep.
And when Luna has the charm in hand, she breaks it in half. But nothing happens.
Are you sure that was...
It's Lucky Charm.
Asteroid?
Nothing happens. And then, as Kuai still doesn't awaken, Ira is in tears. And Luna leaves her from him. She kind of ushers you just to step away. But you can still see her. You can still see and hear Ira, and you hear Ira say, "I am so sorry. I didn't understand your words. Please come back to me. Please, Kuai. I love you." And Ira gives Kuai a kiss as she breaks down in tears.
I didn't see that.
And then, a moment later, Kuai opens her eyes and says, "I love you too, Snowy." Luna sighs Xulgoth loves his fairy tales. I had a feeling this could be the classic true love kiss curse. It's old-fashioned and cliche, but that's Xulgoth. As for Bifrost, I am deeply sorry for your loss. I only knew him for a short time, but there is something special about that robot. I think Xulgoth has given us all reasons to hate him this day, and to desire revenge, and perhaps that was all his goal. I do not know. I know that I am going after him. If you wish to accompany me, that is your choice. As for the Black Ages, I will help you find it. If he finds it, if he wants it, it can only mean danger. But let's not let your friend's life be in vain.
I've had reason to want him dead for years now, but now it seems I have a mystery to solve, so to speak. And she looks at her hands again. Sometimes it's hard to tell when he's lying or telling the truth. And when he says something that could be very important to someone, it's kind of odd and confusing. But we were gonna have a lot of that aside. We're gonna have a lot of people to tell news about. It's always rough being the one to tell bad news, isn't it?
Yes. But everyone make a perception check.
Is it for initiative?
No.
Okay. So I get a bonus for that.
I know you said. But
Like you needed one.
like you needed one. So Dennis and Rick, you both notice this tall tripod standing creature hiding in the shadows over in the corner. Just as it tries to cast an innate spell on Luna. What are you doing, Bifrost?
I failed to notice.
That's a pretty big penalty, yeah. Honestly, kind of reasonable. I'd say that's a reasonable penalty for that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the classic look out, followed by pushing her out of the way.
Yeah. As this creature steps into the light, all three of you make stress saves. And I am going to pull up what this creature is.
A stress
Don't make
save.
me cast empty inside again.
Yeah,
Seth.
a stress save is just a will save.
Got it.
I get 2 points of stress on a critical failure.
So this is what this creature looks like. It's in the
Ew.
Discord. It is this alien-looking creature. This three-armed, three-legged creature has no discernible eyes, nose, ears, or mouth, or no visible means of ingesting food. Its limbs are distributed so evenly across its body that it is all but impossible to tell which way the creature is oriented at any given time. Few who witness this creature linger on its alien looks for long though. As so that's a little short description of what this creature. It is really bizarre. And it appears for just a moment, and it tries to cast a spell on Luna. It fails, and then it disappears. And then another creature this black, ashy shadow standing about 4 to 5 feet tall and hovering a foot or two off the ground appears between where the creature was and you. And this shadow then looks at Kuai with its azure-colored eyes. And it speaks. You are not the source, but your energy is the same. I must keep seeking. And Kuai is stunned for a moment, then says, I know you. You're the Mystimon that protects me in my dreams. Your name is Darkor, right? I've not seen you in a while. And Iris is looking at her with her eyes wide and jaw dropped. The shadow appears equally stunned. You remember me. How can that be? I assure that no one remembered me when they returned to the waking world, yet you do. Strange. You share the same energy as the one I seek, the source, but you are not them. And the creature turns to go. Stay safe, little one. The Icy One will protect you. Your love runs deep.
I bet, man.
Does anyone say anything to this creature?
I'm still kind of in shock from the last one.
Yeah, this seems like a conversation that
Yeah,
does not like,
Frederick
to
took
us.
2 stress. Evelyn's okay, and Dennis gained 1 stress.
Yeah,
I don't like this thing.
yeah, Evelyn's just
I
quiet
didn't
because
like
this does not seem like a conversation that pertains to her.
Okay.
By the way, I hit the 1/4 stress threshold
Oh gods.
off of that one.
Oh gods. You're frightened one. You are frightened one, and you now think everything around you has 3 legs. You see tripods everywhere.
What is it with Cyber and having their characters go insane?
I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out for a number of years now.
First we had Felix like reading the entry pages. Now we have this.
To be fair, I was handed an Eldritch Tome and did legitimately go crazy.
So,
Yeah.
at this point, Crystal says, wait, you're Darkor, a dream Mystimon? And Darkor stops and says, I am neither dream. I am neither dream nor nightmare. I am but a ferryman. I guide sleeping souls to deep sleep and back again. At least that is my primary function. I am seeking the source. I haven't much time. And you know, Kuai, I must ask you a favor. Can you please do something to protect Kuai and Ira in their dreams? A man is able to walk your worlds, and he used this ability to harm them, to try to drive them apart. And the creature seems to ponder this for a time. I shall do what I can, but there is not much I can do, nor with not with the Dreamlands in disarray as they are. I am seeking the source, and then I will need those with similar abilities as the one you speak, but with pure heart, to help me repair the Dreamlands. I shall endeavor to do what I can for these two, for all in my care in the Dreamlands, but the source must be found. Crystal nods. Thank you for whatever you can do.
They were saying like, oh yeah, someone to help with to help with the dream dimensions and stuff. I was like, oh, Evelyn can do that. And then they said Quarter of Heart, and I was like, oh, never mind.
So, in the days after, a funeral is held for Bifrost. The journal, Bifrost's journal, and the bag of Nacos have been retrieved.
One thing, do I know what Bifrost, the thing that Bifrost did with the journal of writing people's names?
Would she know that, Bifrost?
Everyone that has been with me on any case where we made any kind of, we failed to do it, would know that Bifrost keeps a running list of the names of every person that we have lost and every person that we were unable to help. So there is a litany of names in there that is constantly maintained and updated.
Yeah, I'm gonna if I know that, I'm gonna try to get access to his it really quick.
Okay.
If I can.
Okay.
I'm gonna open it, and on the last page that is blank, I'm gonna just write Bifrost.
That is very sweet.
Says Xulgoth as he takes my journal and
No.
And throws it into a pit of lava.
The investigators are going to hold on to Bifrost's journal and the bag of Nacos and all of the items therein. And a funeral is held for Bifrost at Crystal's expense. Crystal pays for everything. And afterwards, Crystal approaches all of the investigators and says, so looking around your ranch and looking around the main house of your ranch, I think I can do something to help things out a little. I can call in some contractors to do some renovations on the main house to perhaps make things easier for you and give you some much needed upgrades, perhaps. So, in the coming weeks, it's going to take me some time to set this up. Do let me know if you have any ideas of what you would like done. And I am deeply, deeply sorry for your loss. Bifrost was a very kind and gentle soul. I knew that. And I'm going to miss him. Does anyone have any response for her?
I have not had much time to, meet him. I've only gone on a few missions, but from what I knew, he did seem like a kind soul, and I know that he will be missed by all of those that know him a lot better than me, and by me, to a certain extent.
And Rick, I know, only knew him for a very, very short time. But it seems like Rick's going to miss him too. And Dennis, you knew him for a short little while, for just maybe a couple of hours. But do you miss him? Friendship forged in flame. That's
Pretty much.
very poetic. So,
all right.
That is a very sad closing to this episode.
Before we close,
sure.
Can I have the other party members roll a perception check.
Sure, go ahead. You're a co-GM after all.
Alright, everybody, it's fine. Just wait until Agatha gets the craft anything feat, so I can craft another Bifrost. We can rebuild them. We have the technology.
16, 21. I don't think they noticed, do they?
Actually, Rick is terrible in stealth.
He's terrible in stealth, so what is his stealth DC?
So, at 17, I believe is how it works.
It is 10 plus your...
10 plus my
17, yeah.
plus 7. Evelyn, you managed to catch the last page of my report before I send it out.
And what does it say, pray tell? Based on my experiences on this excursion, I have come to the conclusion that the Wayfinder Society...
The Wayfinder Society is related to the goings-on of this Xulgoth, but it's adversarial in nature. Xulgoth is certainly an enemy of the state, perhaps even the entire world. These people are heroes, and should have any support we can reasonably give them. In regards to that last statement, I'd like to stay and offer my personal service to the Society.
And we should also devise our budget into giving 1,000 gold to each of their members.
Well,
that would solve the lack of loot problem.
Well, how's 50 gold for everyone?
Come on, that's pocket change. You can't even buy a healing potion with that.
Well, you haggled your way to 55 gold in the Tuesday session.
The fact that I had to haggle my way into 55 gold is... we really should go and strike.
You should dip into my bag. You may find something that you like. There might be a Neko in there for you.
Oh, you're right. We can sue for damages.
You could have thousands of Nekos. You have a cottage industry of producing Nekos, custom Nekos.
Oh, you're right. Bifrost died. We can sue for damages.
So, that was a good laugh to end things off. That is where we're going to end this episode. Welcome our newest addition to the party, Dennis, and to Bifrost. We wish you all the best. We had a ton of fun with you, and I hope to have more fun in the future with you. If you ever have some time to drop in for a game every now and then, do let me know.
It was a pleasure, and the opportunities are in real life are things I can't turn up, but that doesn't mean that I wanted to leave.
Yeah, I know.
I get that.
Yeah. We all get that. It's sad, but we wish you all the best. You are a good friend, and
Thanks for letting me join the group before you departed. I appreciated having the chance to play with you.
Oh, absolutely. It was humbling and a little awkward actually going with my creator and having to okay, how far am I straying out of what he already created and what he knows of his character?
yeah. So, Dennis, you have any last words for Bifrost?
I hope you're on fire in the afterlife.
Thank you, man. I have a hope for the afterlife too. Actually, I think that's the thing Bifrost was the most anxious about was whether or not he'd finally get time to see his maker.
Yeah, I'm going to close out the stream now. Until next time, farewell. I believe next time we are actually going to be GM'd by Jackie. Are we?
Yo.
Not it.
Noses.
Is Jackie
No, no.
is Jackie ready for it with her episode?
Hopefully I will actually get that sorted out today. So
Okay, so Jackie will be GMing the next episode, hopefully on the next session on Sunday, most likely. I think we're officially moved to Sunday now. So the next Sunday session would be on September 11th at 4 p.m. So,
Alrighty.
see you all